about to route the end of the fretboard here. I'm going to cut it on an angle. It'll cut through the 22nd fret. Because the fretboard is already radius, it was very hard to get this even. I know I had to go a little bit lower because this side of the body is a little bit high and has to be sanded down anyway. I just gave it a couple of light passes with 800 just in case there was any dirt on it from overnight, and now I'm just going to hit with the 1200. So let's see what happens with that. Make sure I keep it dead straight. Reasonably straight anyway. So I need to concentrate. So I'm going to shut up. Hopefully this is giving you some idea of it. Now let's see if we can get it in the shade. The 8.6, 65, 6, 7, 8.6. Make sure we're still at 0. Yep. I have got it taped down at that end, but it's just to stop the wind blowing it off basically, so windy. 100.02, so 100. Okay, I've marked them all in. Now I'm going to rule them across. I don't have a jig or anything, so I'm just doing this by eye. So I hope I get them straight, or reasonably straight. This is a flexible ruler, which is really great when you're using once you have your fretboard already radiused. Having this flexible ruler is great. You'll notice though, I didn't use this ruler, even though it would have been easier on the fretboard, because this is light, easy to tape down, really great. But this is a cheap one from China, and it cost me about $4 or something, this ruler. It's stainless steel, flexible. The issue with this, I hope I'm not getting too many reflections in the camera, the measurements are accurate. However, the end, the 0 point, is wrong. So if I use these measurements, this measurement puts everything half a mil over the whole way. It's consistently half a mil over on everything if you count the end as a 0 point, because it's not the 0 point. They haven't cut the end off in the right spot. My straight edge, the end is exactly 0, so I put the end of my straight edge on the end of the fretboard and I know all my measurements are right. With this one, everything will be half a mil out. So just whatever you use for your fretboard, check where the 0 point is, and if you possibly can, check your measurements, even if you use like calipers like this, just to check as long a length as you can with these, to just check the measurements are accurate. If they are, that's good, but check your 0 point, because that could throw, could destroy it basically. Anyway, let's keep going with this. I'm being very careful as far as staying on the line. Just doing a bit of time just to see if I go off course or not. line. It's actually not a bad way of doing it. Last one. Woohoo! Okay, do not rush the last one. So my line was a little bit thicker here, and I think it's because it needs to be on this side of the line. Anyway, I know what I'm doing, I think. Except I just slipped. It was a bit of a nasty slip too, so I hope that my fret covers that up. Though they're not particularly big frets, in fact they're small frets. Alright, I am bona fide terrified because I'm about to do my inlay on the fretboard, which is very scary. Because I have polished the fretboard, I have cut the fret slots, and now I just have to get this out of my pocket. Have to do the inlay, which is going to be this. It's a pick, guitar pick. So you may have seen a green one that I did as for my test. This is the one I'm actually going to use. It's actually a Jim Dunlop medium, made in USA. I have actually thought about using this side with Jim Dunlop on it because I think it'd be pretty funny. Kind of like So Uncool, it'd be funny. And it'd be cool because it's not cool. I don't know. Anyway, I thought it would look actually kind of good like that. But I'm a bit worried that if I just have to do some more sanding or something, that I'll end up sanding it half off and then it'll look terrible. So I'm just going to use that side like this. This is going really badly so far. Alright, there it is. It's on there. Alright, so the idea now is to use our rotary tool, as they call them, without using any brand names, to cut that out. I'm going Okay, time for a test fit. And we are a little bit smaller, so let's just try fitting a little bit in. Okay, so probably still need to go deeper, because that would be still sticking above even in the middle. Okay, and we probably need to widen it now, because I was just inside the line. We probably need to go right onto the line now. Jim Dunlop. That actually look. I think that actually would look good like that with the Jim Dunlop on it. It's just if it wasn't for the sanding, where I think I would wreck it, I would probably do that. It's good because it's not a guitar brand, and yeah, everybody knows what Jim Dunlop picks are, so it's kind of funny to have one inlaid in the guitar. Actually, that's fitting perfectly now. I wonder if this still fits perfectly this way around. Yeah, a mark, but anyway, we'll see. I'll keep it away from the actual frets until the end if I can. Here's my accelerant spray, the one thing I didn't want to blow off the bench. Okay, bloody wind. Alright, here we go. Don't do it to me again. See, that's what happened to me last time I set it set there. Terrible toxic shit. I have decided that I will try and fill in a couple of bits where I went a bit wide with the inlay. So just here there's a little bit where it sort of slopes in there. Just here there's a space around the edge here, and here there's probably the longest one. So what I've just done, I've just been sanding a piece of spotted gum in a bag to collect the sawdust, because I got plenty of maple sawdust I kept in bags, but I haven't got much of the spotted gum. So we're going to sprinkle that into the little spots here. Yeah, must have got damp or something in the bag. Well, probably just a bit of moisture out of the wood itself. It is an oily wood. So we'll try and fill that in. It is looking a bit lighter, but I think that's just because it's sawdust. The sawdust from the spotted gum is lighter, but when it dries, it's not. Come on, drop, fall. Oh. Come on, drop, fall off, and it falls in the wrong spot. So's that gone in the wrong spot. Okay, it's moving now. I'm hitting the wrong spots, but it is moving. I guess that's something. So I do apologise for the terrible lighting in here. I'm just going to give this a go with it. I think it's 240 grit, just around the glue areas, just gently to knock off any high bits. Hit it with a sanding block now, although it's got 1200 in it, it's probably a bit of a jump. That's a very good one. So I'm hoping you can see these scratches here. I need to sand those out, and the glue around the edge there where we repaired the fretboard from the inlay, it needs to be sanded back as well. And the inlay is done. I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, consider subscribing to Cheapskate.